Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I'm back today to do your monthly tarot horoscopes. This is for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in the lovely Pisces. I am back using my Shadowscapes deck. However, it is a brand new deck. It has fresh energy, and I'm really excited. I was excited to use it, and I wasn't expecting to do these videos, but I feel really called to do them. I was talking about that in my other update video, that I just feel kind of called this time to do these recordings. So if you guys would like private reading, please check out my website, oracledaphne.com. Please be patient. Please send payment in advance. It helps so much. But yeah, I'd love to get you scheduled if you do want to get a reading. I am still offering them. My hiatus is going to have to wait, essentially, because I'm still trying to book clients for when I said I was going to be on hiatus, because everybody wanted to do a reading. So, there's a lot of jumpy energy with you. I feel like I haven't even laid out the cards, and to me it's like a jumpy vibe. I mean, you are the fish, so could be that. I'm just gonna lay out a spread, see what I get for you guys. Those of you who are new to my channel, I read differently. I may not show the cards. There's something that came up right away about getting out of debt. To me, it's like, it could be school loans, it could be personal debt. Something about debt is coming up strongly here. You guys got what I call a 50-50 split, which means it's more like 75-25, but which means that in order to get to the outcome, and I've seen this when there was for myself, when there was a decision that needed to be made, and I really wanted it to go in my favor, but there was other forces, there can be other forces at play. Other forces meaning divine timing, astrological blocks, fate, other elements that it's sort of like, I feel like some of you want to know something or you want something to happen, but there's only a 50% chance of it happening. So this is where I would tell you to get a private reading, because I would be able to say, okay, yes, I feel like I can see this going, or no, I can't. Very rarely, I will say maybe. Because it's a 50-50, but the outcome is positive, it's more than likely that that's how it's going to go. However, if there's a question that you're wanting to ask, so like say you're asking, are you going to get out of debt? It's 50-50. Most likely, yes, but 50-50 meaning in some way this 50-50 split means that it still could not. It could take time. There could be other factors, like I said, that kind of stop that from happening. I guess my question to you is, what is it that you want to have happen? Write in the comments, message me below. Let me know. What is it that you want to have happen? And I feel like you want it to happen really badly. That's my feeling. You want something to happen really badly, whether it's a move. I feel like some of you do want to move. Or travel, or do something really creative. Some of you are like, well, I don't have the money and I can't do all the things. Some of you it's schooling. Some of you it is taking on some kind of school loan. Maybe you're worried that if you take on the school loan, it's going to cause more debt. Maybe you already have debt. I definitely feel like there's something there. There's also a legal feel here too. Maybe some of you are going through a divorce or contemplating should you leave, things like that. To me, you have the Tower card showing up here, as well as the Temperance card showing up. I'm going to pause my computer for a second just because I want to see if I can get more light in here. Hang on just a second. Okay, so I adjusted the light. There may be some kind of weird light coming in here, but you can see in my arm it's a little bit, but it's a little bit better than it was before. So yeah, so you have the Tower, and you know, to me, this is the strong contemplation, divorce, feeling, you know, like, you know, maybe I do feel like for some of you, it's like texting an ex. I feel like there's something about texting an ex here, because I do feel like the tower showing up in this position, I pulled it for the foundation, which means one of two things. One is, to me, this is like maybe you were divorced in the past. One of three things. Sorry, maybe you're divorced in the past and you're still not totally over it, or you broke up with someone, you could be guy or girl, broke up with someone and through maybe you're texting them again, or you're not over it, or the tower in this position to me is sort of like, I call it the balls slapping in the wind kind of card, where it's like the universe has like totally deconstructed your life and you've had to rebuild more than once. So the thing about constructing and deconstructing things is this, I do feel like the Pisces is equipped to handle it, but it's not fun and it's not easy. And for those of you who have been through, you know, maybe a divorce, or you know, to me there's something residual about that. To me it's a breakup, but there's some kind of residual thing. I want to say residual damage, residual feelings, residual circumstances. Maybe you're still living together, or maybe you're still, so for some of you, working together, or you have to see them for some reason. I feel like there's some element of seeing them. It's really weird because my cards are like all clumped together. I feel like those of you who are single and there's like no relationship stuff happening, I feel like you have a lot of decisions to make. You have the wheel at the center, and to me the wheel at the center is just like feeling kind of directionless, or kind of my guide said being a slave to time, or I want to say being like this is interesting. Some of you do live in like a portal house, and I've saw this before. Some of you live in what I call a portal house, where time is weird, and I've seen this before. But I also feel like this is a portal in the sense you could be a medium. I feel like to me it's a very strong medium feeling. That's what I want to say. Medium, or have psychic abilities. It's very like, the energy of this wheel in the center is very strange to me. There are some of you which have a soul that's from a place that's very mechanical. Some of you, your soul is from a place that's what I call the blue realm. There's a blue realm and it's blue. Okay, so some of you, yeah, there's this weird, the vibe that I was getting is like this weird mechanical thing, because I'm seeing like not a person, I'm seeing like the universe is showing me like a robot, like part person, part robot, or it's a feeling. To me, it's like a feeling that's very hard to describe. The energy here is not the kind of energy that I'm used to seeing. Some of you, it's like you did have a past life during the Renaissance. I feel like there's a strong Renaissance vibe, or in Italy. To me, there's something very ancient here. Now, I know that Pisces are old souls, but to me, this is like very ancient. Like, this goes back to, maybe you're connected to the, I want to say the Knights of the Round Table. The first one was in Ireland. What is that thing called now? What are all those stones called? Stonehenge? There's something about Stonehenge, too. There's something And it's weird because I'm seeing too, like I was seeing too, like Robert Downey Jr. with the thing in the middle of his chest. Also, I don't think actually Robert Downey Jr. is Pisces. I think he's an Aries. But anyways, I think that this is just strange energy to me. This is strange. I could sit here and kind of contemplate it, but it's strange. And the reason I smiled earlier is because I've seen this energy for cars. So this energy is like the energy of like a car. Some of you, if you're close to your car, some of you, it's to me, it feels very much like your soul is or was a car or is going to be. To me, there's this future. I do feel like at some level there, at some point there will be more like people cars. That's the only way to describe them. Very strange. So yeah, this mechanical thing, to me, there's this mechanical thing. Now, I know that Pisces, Virgo, like Virgo, I could see definitely this mechanical thing. Pisces sometimes are like mechanical geniuses, depending on how many planets they have in Virgo and or depending on how strong their, what I call Virgo shadow is, meaning how much of the Pisces energy they plan to really adapt to and integrate. Some people in some way, like some Pisces are more the Virgo shadow and some Pisces are more like detached from Virgo altogether and like complete dreamers, and they have no concept of time, you know. So it's just very strange for me to see this energy in the center. I want to talk about singles too, for those of you singles, you know, looking for love. I definitely feel like there are some guys showing up, and I know I'm totally shifting gears, but you know what? That's just how I roll here. So I definitely feel like some of you are in like long-term relationships, and some of you are going to be falling in love for this King of Pentacles person. This King of Pentacles is showing up here strongly. There might be some frustration with the King of Pentacles. Like the King of Pentacles may also be in another relationship. The King of Pentacles you may just be kind of sleeping with. Some of you may want more from him and he may not be able to give that to you. The King of Pentacles may already be your current partner if you have one. The single ladies, there is the thing about the chase showing up, because you have the Five of Wands, being very busy. But also I see this as someone who likes the chase. So some of you may be getting into a relationship with someone who likes to chase. To me, Pisces, you're all over the place. My feeling is you're a little bit all over the place. You may, also may have some Aquarius in your chart, because I do see some cards that I saw in the Aquarius reading by like a Pisces ascendant or some strong Pisces, like a Pisces Venus or something like that. I definitely have viewers that kind of cross over. So it just feels like you've got like a million things going on, and you may have very strong feelings about some things and be completely detached in others and not even care. It's just so polarized right now. I can't even tell you. For the guys, I feel like for the guys that are watching, again, you could be like a mechanical genius, and for the women who are watching, you may have, I want to say, a strong masculine side, or work in construction, or do some kind of like mechanical work where there's parts and like machinery. I don't know. I'm seeing, or with clocks. To me, there's something to do with clocks also. It's weird. I feel like May is just gonna feel really off to you. I don't feel like you're on any track in particular. I feel like you don't. I don't necessarily feel like you know where you're going. I feel like you don't know, and you're just kind of along for this ride. And to me, there's going to be highs and lows. I feel like, to me, you have to me like a high-low thing. I actually feel like I'm reading for someone who may be a little bit bipolar or something like that. To me, they're kind of all over the place. I can't quite pin their energy down because they're kind of constantly shifting and moving in. And I do see the Pisces as being a little bit of a chameleon anyways. To me that's the Pisces. But in order for me to read for you, it's sort of like, to me, there's like a million storylines happening. There's like a storyline that has to do with someone who, to me, is very caught up in relationships. But it's hard for me to say, unless you're in a long-term partnership, it's hard for me to say if it's going to really go anywhere. I don't necessarily feel like if you're single, the guys that you're dating, I don't necessarily feel like it's going to go anywhere. I feel like you're going to come to a point of a decision only when you have to, only because we have this Three of Wands here and Ace of Swords. Some of you are going to try to come to a decision, but only not because you're being proactive, but because you have to make a decision. And it's like it's sort of like you may feel like you're being forced to make a decision. To me, it's a very big decision. I don't feel like this is a small decision. I definitely feel like you need counseling. I feel like some of you need counseling. Someone who's older and wiser and can give you good advice. Some of you, it's business counseling. Others, this is personal counseling. And some of you, it's going to be both. Okay? So, there's so many really intricate things in this reading for you, Pisces. But it just doesn't feel like, again, and part of the reason that a 50-50 split can happen can mean that you haven't made your mind up. And with the wheel in the center, the wheel is a very strange card. And when I see that, it kind of throws me because I don't necessarily, the wheels can spin, obviously. And I don't like necessarily when wheels show up in spin positions where it's like they have freedom to spin. I like them. I like the wheel to be in certain positions in a spread, and being in the center is not one of them, okay? So that, in what I call the block position or outcome, to me, it feels like it's just something is like sitting. It's like you're sitting on something and you're trying to decide on something and you're just going around and around about it and you just don't know. And some of you have been given bad information, and it's hard for you to make the decision. I feel like for those of you who are in business, I definitely would caution you about listening to, I'm not sure who you're listening to. Some of you have been swayed by male influences. To me, it's male influences. Some of you have been swayed by your emotions. This is not a time to make an emotional decision. To me, I feel like some of you are, and I think part of that is the problem for you, Pisces. I feel like you need to make a rational, logical decision. Make rational, logical decisions in general. This is what I'm seeing and feeling. Make it from a place of like your mind. Because we have the Hierophant here. To me, this is a mind thing. This is like, is this the best decision that you can make for you? Is it the best decision that you can make for your situation? Be detached. Be detached from, in some way, be detached from wanting the outcome so badly. It's like almost some of you are like wanting an outcome so badly that you're kind of throwing caution in the wind and being willing to do whatever it takes to get there. Be wise. That's what my guide said. Be wise. Use your head. Be wise. Ask questions. Be very thorough. Be careful who you listen to, who you lend your ear to. That's what I want to say. And, as far as an ex, really cut them off. Like, I feel like some of you, it's time to really cut them off. Like, cut out the bullshit. Like, it's time to cut the bullshit. The Ace of Swords. So, to me, this is like making big decisions. And I don't feel like it's negative. I just feel like you have to make them. You have to make them, make the decision, be confident with what your decision-making process. Don't hesitate, because that to me is like the only thing that's stopping you is your hesitation. The wheel can spin for years, okay? Don't sit on it. Don't sit on it too long. That's what I want to say. So I'm going to leave up there. Thank you guys so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, Google Plusing. I really appreciate it. I send everyone big hugs, big kisses. And I will talk to you guys again soon. All right. And if you guys want a private reading, definitely reach out to me. OracleDaphne.com is my website. All right. Thank you. Take care. Bye.